Here's what's going to happen with the real estate market through the rest of 2020. So one of the frequent questions I'm getting from both buyers and sellers of real estate is what's going to happen with the rest of 2020. There are a lot of people out there that are giving you their opinion on exactly what is going to happen. And I'm going to let you in on a secret. They don't know what's going to happen because we don't even know what tomorrow is going to bring. So that's the first thing. I want to make sure that everybody realizes that there is no plan for this. It's been 100 years since we've had a pandemic, and it's the first time in modern history that has happened. To that end, a few weeks into what's going on with restrictions and social distancing and everybody staying inside, we still are conducting real estate as best as we can. And here's what's happening real time in the Bonita Springs in Southwest Florida real estate market. First thing is we are closing up the properties we have pending sale. We still have properties that are in the middle of getting closed, so they're going through the inspection period. The mortgages are being processed. They're going through final walkthroughs and closing. So we are still going through all of that. As far as how things are getting closed, every office has its own best practices. So we have title companies, real estate offices, attorneys' offices, and even I'm sure the county courthouse has people making sure that they're using best practices. Many of the private offices have moved their employees into their own homes because the last thing you want is 10 employees come together at work, have one of them become ill, and make the rest of them not well. So things are actually running more smoothly than most people can actually imagine. With the employment of many types of ways to chat face-to-face and video conferencing, including Zoom, which has become wildly popular, and Skype, a same old, and even Facebook for people who know each other in the Facebook platform. It's windy and it keeps blowing my hair around, so that's why I keep going like this. I have a hair that keeps touching my face, and I don't want to touch my face, if you know what I mean. So things are going really well as they can under the current circumstances. We still have some home showings going on. I have a few of my own listings that still have showings scheduled, and we're using best practices for those as well as ushering people in and out. I do have links on how you can get buyers and sellers into your home, or buyers into your home for you home sellers if you are curious, if you do want to sell your home, how to go about doing that. So I can send you a link to that information as well. As far as what's going to happen the rest of the year, I don't want to touch my face again. What's going to happen the rest of the year? I'll just take the glasses off and put the hair back. The rest of the year, I think that we are going to see people either furloughed or laid off if their companies are not able to support keeping them on board, waiting for brighter days. We probably will see real estate that does have to be sold. Even back in, 07, 8, 9, and 10, I've been through a couple real estate cycles, including that doozy back then. People still get divorced. They lose a spouse. The spouse runs away. A variety of things happen, including losing jobs. So we will see some of those homes come onto the market, but we have new ways to show those homes that we didn't have 10 years ago. So some of those ways include the virtual tours and the walkthrough tours and floor plans and Matterport 3D home tours. So there are ways for people to be able to shop for a home while they're not here. One of the things that I'm working with right now is a couple who actually had their house on the market up north, and actually two people up north, and their homes are now under contract. So they're looking for a way to get here. They fortunately know the neighborhoods that they want to be in, so it'll make it easier for them to shop through some of those properties, whether it's through the MLS looking and then maybe sending me over to do a video walkthrough tour or to Zoom with them so they can actually see what it's like to walk up to the front door or to see what it's like to walk out into the back lanai and do a full panorama of the view and not just a still photo, because sometimes you just don't see stuff until you get there and you're in that tactile position. So, what does the real estate market hold for the rest of the year? I don't know, but we do have a math equation that we can use called an absorption rate. And if anybody's listened to me before, you probably zoned out and thought, you know, blah, 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 what she's talking about. It's a way for us to gauge the inventory to make sure you aren't paying too much if there's excess inventory, or not offering enough if there's no inventory, and you could potentially lose a property because you're not offering enough money. And it's a great way for me to show you exactly how much you should offer on a property, or if it's probably an ascending or declining market. So today is like a Polaroid picture. Next Friday is like a Polaroid picture. 2 weeks from now is like a Polaroid picture. And only after we see that snapshot are we going to know what it's like. So this is my first pandemic, and probably yours too. We're just going to have to wait and see. But at any time that you're looking, you can ask a qualified real estate agent. If it's not me, there are some other professionals in this area that should, and they must be able to do this calculation for you to make sure that you aren't leaving money on the table, to make sure that your buyer's agent is not able to explain to the listing agent why your offer is the way it is, and potentially how much longer that home seller may own it before somebody else buys it. So all that being said, it's about the same for the home sellers too. You know, you home sellers out there are going to still on occasion want to list and sell your homes, and it's very important for you to understand the market around you as well. And there will surely, just as sure as the sun comes up every day, be a real estate agent who will list a property for you at whatever price you'd like. But if you really do want to sell the property, you have to be really cognizant of this number and understand and price the property appropriately for the current market conditions. And that's not today's snapshot. That's a snapshot on the day that you decide to list. And that's it. So if you'd like today's snapshot on what the real estate market means to you in the neighborhood you're living in, or you in the neighborhood you think you want to buy in, just give me a call and I will be more than happy to show you in black and white exactly what the market has to offer you today. And that's it. Love to hear from you. Stay safe, everybody.